All right, this is the tutorial for the first of the advanced drawings. It's going to look like this one here. There's a packet of these technical drawings on my desk, and this happens to be the first one. Now, when we're evaluating this image, the first thing that you're going to notice are that the dimensions look different. This drawing is not drawn in inches, it's drawn in millimeters. So one of the first things we're going to need to do when we open up our SketchUp is use the template for millimeters. So when we open up SketchUp, the first thing it's asking us is which template we want to use. I'm going to use the architectural millimeter template. Now, as we get started, there's not one way to do these drawings. There's multiple ways. There's no right way or wrong way as long as you're getting the appropriate image. When we look at this, when I look at it, the first thing that I see is the base. And to me, that's an easy place to start. Now we need to identify the size of that base. And if we look here, we see this dimension is 75, and over here, this dimension is 52. So I'm going to start with a 75 by 52 millimeter rectangle, and I'm going to do that by grabbing my rectangle, dragging away, and then typing in 75, 52, and enter. And if I scroll up on the mouse wheel, and it's going to zoom in to my shape. Now, if I look at my drawing again, I can see the thickness of that base is 9 millimeters. So I am going to push-pull the base 9. So I take my push-pull tool, click, and I'm going to drag up. I'm going to type in 9 and hit enter. Now I've got the base of this shape. All right, so we're off to a good start. Now, what I see here is this this two circles, two curves. It's connected to the piece here, and it's the same all the way through. Then we've got these gusset plates on the side holding that up. And in my thinking, if I can sketch this shape right here, kind of this Y-looking shape, then I can push-pull that all the way through because that part's the same all the way. We see that the center line is indicated, and we see the thickness of this is 9. We see that this is our center point of these circles. The first circle has a radius of 15, and then it's showing us the thickness here is 8. So this first arc has a radius of 15. The second one, if we add 8 to 15, that's going to be 23. So I'm going to have two circles here. So to start this shape, I'm going to find the center, and then I'm going to come up the distance of 40, which I see here, and then I'm going to make my two circles. Now, to find the center, what I need to do is take 75, which is the length of our piece here, and I need to divide that by 2, and that gives me 37.5. Now, as we're drawing, sometimes I like to use this tape measure tool, and that's going to give us, you see, it gives us this dotted line. So if I drag from the corner and I come over, I can key in 37.5. That's going to give me a nice center line all the way up, and they're easy to delete later on. From that point, I'm going to use my pencil tool. I'm going to come up 40, which was the height to the center of my circles. Right, and right here, I've got my center point. Now I need to rotate my image so I'm looking at it from the front. Then I can grab my circle tool. So if I click on this rectangle tool, there's a drop down to circle. I'm going to click on the end of that line. Now the radius, not the diameter, we're looking at the radius right here. It's asking for radius of the first arc was 15, so I type in 15. Go back to my center mark, drag away. The radius of my second arc was 23. So if I type in 23, that's going to post that. And we're approaching the end of my screencast ability, so we're going to stop there, and we'll pick up with a part 2 for this drawing.